Welcome back to RF Coins. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece of American coinage history, the 1974 D. Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks like just another 1-cent coin, but hold on. This little copper beauty could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars, depending on its condition, mint errors, and rarity. So, stay with us till the end, because we're going to explore every detail, from its history, composition, mint marks, errors, and the latest 2025 market value that might surprise you. Part 2, The Birth of the 1974 DPNNY. The year was 1974, a time of economic change in America. Copper prices were climbing rapidly, and the U.S. Mint was worried that it might soon cost more than 1 cent to make a 1-cent coin. To tackle this issue, the Mint experimented with different metals, including aluminum. But after much debate, they continued producing most of the 1974 Lincoln cents in copper, specifically 95% copper and 5% zinc, and among these, the one struck at the Denver Mint bear the small letter D below the date, giving us the famous 1974 D. Lincoln penny. Part 3. Design and SYMBOLSM. The design of this coin tells a story of American pride. On the obverse, we see the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, are subtly placed under Lincoln's shoulder. The word liberty appears on the left side, reminding us of the core value this coin stands for, freedom. The date 1974 shines proudly on the right. Flip it over, and on the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial is beautifully displayed, with the tiny statue of Lincoln visible inside, a tribute to the great man who changed American history forever. Part 4. Minting and production. NUMBRS. In 1974, the Denver Mint produced a massive number of pennies, over 4,235,098,000 coins to be exact. Yes, more than 4 billion 1974 D. Lincoln cents were struck. This makes it a common coin in circulation, but don't be fooled by that. Even among billions, a few special pieces can stand out and be worth a small fortune today. Collectors are always searching for high-grade examples and rare mint errors that make these coins truly unique. Part 5. Composition and WEGHT. Each 1974 D. Lincoln penny weighs around 3.11 grams and is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This was the last full year before the Mint officially changed to copper-plated zinc cents in 1982. That copper content gives the 1974 D. penny its rich reddish tone, and makes it valuable not just numismatically, but also for the metal content itself. Part 6. Rare varieties and error shares. Where things get really exciting. Some 1974 D. pennies were struck on aluminum planchets during experimental testing. Although most were recalled and destroyed, a few are rumored to still exist, and if you ever find one, it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Other errors include off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, and broad strikes. Each of these can dramatically increase a coin's value depending on rarity and condition. Part 7. The aluminum penny mystery. Let's talk about the legendary 1974 D. aluminum cent. The U.S. Mint struck about 1.5 million test pieces, mostly dated 1974 without mint marks or with a Philadelphia P. But a few Denver aluminum cents were also reported. One famously owned by a former Mint employee caused a legal battle. If a 1974 D. aluminum penny were to surface legally today, its value could reach $250,000 or more at auction. Imagine finding one in your pocket change. That's every collector's dream. Part 8. Grading and CONDATO. The value of any 1974 D. penny depends heavily on its grade, that is, its state of preservation. A coin that's been heavily circulated may only be worth 1 cent, but in uncirculated condition, with full red luster and no scratches, it could fetch $10 to $50 easily. And if you happen to have a coin graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, it could sell for hundreds of dollars or more. Top graded coins are rare because most pennies get damaged over time in circulation. Part 9. Record auction sales. Let's look at some real auction results. A 1974 D. Lincoln cent graded MS67 red sold for an impressive $6,600 in a heritage auction, another coin with a unique error. Fetched more than $10,000. These are not just numbers, they show the powerful market demand for top quality, perfectly preserved coins from this era. Part 10. How to spot a valuable 1974 D PNNY. If you want to check your 1974 D penny, here's what to look for. Check for full red color. Bright, original copper red coins are worth more. Inspect under magnification for double dyes or minting errors. Look for perfect details on Lincoln's hair, beard, and lettering. Avoid cleaned or damaged coins, they lose collector value quickly. A small magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can reveal hidden treasures others might miss. Part 11. The collector's VIEW. Plenty collectors love the 1974 D penny because it represents a turning point, the end of pure copper coins and the beginning of the modern era. It's a coin that bridges the past and the future, showing America's industrial and economic shifts in metal usage. Having a brilliant 1974 D penny in your collection is like owning a piece of that change. A link to history that still shines today. Part 12. Current market value 2025. As of 2025, the current market value of a 1974 D Lincoln penny ranges from 5 cents to 50 cents for average uncirculated examples. But high-end certified coins in MS66 to MS67 red can reach between $250 and $950. And special error coins or aluminum test strikes can go as high as $100,000 or more, depending on rarity and demand. According to recent collector sales, the top recorded market figure stands around $898, $959. Highlighting how rare condition pieces can shock the market. Part 13. Why these coins are rising. INVLU interest in Lincoln cents has skyrocketed in recent years. As more collectors enter the hobby, older copper pennies like the 1974 D gain attention. Copper metal prices, nostalgic value, and grading competition are all pushing prices up. That's why now is the best time to check your old coin jars. Your 1974 D penny could be a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Part 14. How to store and protect your PNNY. If you find a valuable coin, protect it immediately, avoid touching it with bare hands, use cotton gloves, store it in a 2x2 holder, airtight capsule, or a certified grading slab. Keep it away from moisture and sunlight to preserve its shine and color. Remember, the better the condition, the higher the value. Part 15. Final thoughts and closing. The 1974 D Lincoln penny may be small in size, but it holds big value in the world of numismatics, from its copper roots to the mysterious aluminum experiments. From everyday pocket change to record-breaking auctions, this coin is full of stories. So next time you see a 1974 D penny, look closely. You might just be holding a coin worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. Thank you for watching RF Coins. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories about US coins, where history meets hidden treasure. Stay tuned, collectors, because the next coin we cover might just be the one hiding in your pocket right now. Today, we travel back to the year 1984, to uncover the mystery, the hidden value, and the shining legacy of the Liberty 1984 D Lincoln penny. This small copper coin, often ignored by millions, hides inside it a world of beauty, rarity, and money-making secrets that collectors dream of. If you have a 1984 D penny in your pocket or coin jar, stay tuned till the end. It could be worth far more than you imagine. Part 2. A glimpse into history. Why the 1984 D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, marked with a bold D under the date on the obverse side. This coin belongs to the Lincoln Memorial Series, first introduced in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1984, over 8 billion pennies were struck, but only a few carry the unique traits that make them rare and valuable today. Each 1984 D penny tells a story of America in the mid-1980s, a time of growth, technology, and economic expansion, when even a single cent carried pride and precision in its creation. Part 3. The design that stood the test of time. On the obverse side, we see the strong and iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, the same design first used in 1909. The word Liberty stands tall beside Lincoln's profile, representing the spirit of freedom and strength that defines the United States. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, detailed and proud, capturing not just a building but the heart of American history. Every tiny detail was struck with intention. The steps, the pillars, and even the statue of Lincoln can be seen under magnification. Part 4, the material and composition. By 1984, the U.S. Mint had already changed the composition of pennies. From 1909 to 1982, pennies were made mostly of copper, but in 1982, a new formula was introduced. The 1984 Lincoln penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, making it lighter, shinier, and more affordable to produce. However, this zinc core made the coin prone to corrosion and spots, making perfectly preserved examples even rarer and more valuable today. Part 5, the value incirculation in everyday circulation. The 1984 penny might look like just another coin worth 1 cent, but collectors know better. The condition, mint errors, and grade can change its entire value. In circulated condition, most 1984 pennies are worth around 1 to 10 cents, but uncirculated and rare error varieties have reached much higher prices in recent auctions, and yes, some rare ones are valued at over $898,958 according to Market Hype and collector reports for unique high-grade or error-struck examples. Part 6, the rare double-ear, one of the most famous varieties of the 1984 Lincoln penny series is the double-ear error. This variety shows an extra earlobe on Lincoln's portrait caused by a doubling during the minting process. Collectors prize these coins because the doubling is bold, visible, and rare. A perfect 1984 penny with the double ear error can easily sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in top condition. This is where your penny might transform from pocket change into a valuable treasure. Part 7, grading and condition. When it comes to coin value, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale, from poor, P1, to mint state, MS 70. A 1984 Lincoln penny graded MS 65 red or higher can command a serious premium. The brighter the luster, the sharper the strike, and the fewer the marks, the higher the collector value. Always handle your coins carefully, and never clean them, as cleaning can drastically lower their worth. Part 8, mint state values and auction records. In professional auctions, the 1984 penny has made surprising appearances. For instance, one MS 67 red example was sold for more than $2,500, while rare double die errors have fetched prices above $10,000. Collectors and investors constantly hunt for top-graded coins from reputable grading services like PCGS and NGC. The market is growing every year as coin collecting becomes not just a hobby, but also a form of smart investment. Part 9, the current market trend. The 1984 penny's current market value has climbed in recent years as collectors chase high-grade examples and error coins. Today, a perfect gem-quality specimen could attract offers up to $898,958 in the private collector market, depending on condition and rarity. Even lower-grade coins are seeing increased demand, as the 1980 series gains historical charm and scarcity. Remember, today's common penny might be tomorrow's rare collectible. Part 10, what makes your penny special? To find out if your 1984 penny is valuable, look for the following signs: strong red luster, sharp details in Lincoln's beard and hair, no spots or corrosion, and most importantly, any sign of doubling around the ear, date, or lettering. Use a magnifying glass or digital microscope to check, and you might be sitting on a small fortune. Part 11, storage and preservation. Preserving your coins properly is essential to maintaining their value. Store your pennies in airtight holders or coin flips, away from humidity and sunlight. Avoid touching the coin's surface with your fingers. The oils can damage its luster. A well-preserved 1984 penny can increase in value over time, making it a great long-term collectible. Part 12, investing in penny collecting has become one of the most accessible forms of investment in numismatics. The 1984 Lincoln penny stands out as a key example for new collectors and experts alike. Its history, composition, and rare varieties make it a coin of both educational and monetary value. With the market expanding, investing in such coins can be a smart step for those who appreciate both art and history. Part 13. Interesting facts about 1984 CUNS. Did you know that 1984 was also the year the US Mint experimented with new die polishing methods, or that many 1984 pennies were struck with slightly different metal shades due to plating inconsistencies? These tiny variations are what make collecting so fascinating. No two coins are exactly alike. The 1984 D penny reminds us that even the smallest details can change the course of value. Part 14. The legacy of the Lincoln PNNY. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over 100 years. Longer than any other U.S. coin design in history. It continues to symbolize honesty, leadership, and the enduring spirit of Abraham Lincoln. Every coin minted carries not just metal, but meaning, and the 1984 D penny is a proud continuation of that legacy. Part 15. Final thoughts and closing. WRDS. So, the next time you come across a 1984 D Lincoln penny, don't just spend it, inspect it. You could be holding a piece of American history worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Keep searching, keep collecting, and keep the passion alive, because one coin can change your story forever. Today, we dive deep into one of the most fascinating modern Lincoln cents, the 1984 Liberty Lincoln penny. At first glance, this penny looks ordinary, but hidden among them are rare treasures worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. So, grab your coin collections, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to spot valuable errors, and what these coins are selling for in today's market, sometimes reaching an incredible $898, $957 in top condition. Part 2. The birth of the 1984 Lincoln PNNY. The story of the 1984 Lincoln cent begins with its design, a tribute to America's 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, created by the legendary sculptor Victor David Brenner. This design first appeared in 1909, and it became the longest-running coin design in U.S. history. By 1984, the penny was already 75 years old in design, but this year stood out for something special: a dramatic change in material, a new minting technology, and a few major errors that shocked the collector world. Part 3. The zinc TRNSFORMATON. In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a major change. Pennies were no longer made of solid copper. Instead, starting in 1983 and continuing into 1984, the Mint began producing coins made mostly of zinc with a thin copper coating. That means your 1984 Lincoln penny is actually 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper, weighing about 2.5 grams. This shift saved the government millions in production costs but introduced new challenges, and new varieties that collectors love to hunt for today. Part 4. Mint locations and periodicity. In 1984, Lincoln pennies were struck in two main locations: Philadelphia, without a mint mark, and Denver, with a small D mint mark just below the date. Billions were made, more than 8 billion coins in total, but only a few carry unique traits that make them extremely valuable today. Those are the ones every serious collector dreams of finding in their pocket change. Part 5. The EAREROR. Now we arrive at the heart of the excitement, the 1984 double-ear Lincoln penny. This is one of the most famous errors in modern U.S. coin history. It shows two distinct earlobes on Lincoln's portrait, one normal and one slightly below it, clearly visible without magnification. This double die error happened because the hub that stamped the design on the coin die shifted slightly, creating a double impression. Collectors call it the double ear variety, and it's pure gold in the coin world. Part 6. How to identify the double EAR. If you're checking your pennies, here's how to spot the 1984 double ear. Look carefully at Lincoln's ear on the obverse, front, side. If you see an extra earlobe below the main one, you've got something rare. A regular penny will have just one ear outline, but the doubled one looks thicker and deeper. Even worn coins with this feature can sell for $50 to $200, while mint state examples can soar to $1,000 or more at auction. Part 7. Other valuable varieties. Aside from the double ear variety, there are a few minor varieties collectors also watch for. weak strikes, off-center strikes, die cracks near Lincoln's neck or date, and coins with extra metal bubbles on the surface due to the copper plating over zinc. Some of these errors may look small, but even the tiniest misprint or doubling can mean a big difference in value. Part 8. Condition is everything when it comes to coin collecting. Condition means money. Grading your 1984 penny is the key to knowing it's true worth. Coins in mint state, MS, condition, with no scratches and full original luster, can command serious premiums. A 1984 double-ear Lincoln penny graded MS67 by PCGS or NGC can sell for over $2,000 to $5,000, depending on demand. That's right, a single penny can be worth thousands if preserved properly. Part 9. Market value. Today let's talk about the current market. In 2025, coin prices have seen a huge jump due to collector demand and limited high-grade examples. A normal 1984 penny in circulation is worth face value, just 1 cent, but in uncirculated rolls, they can bring $10 to $20 per roll. And the famous double-ear error? Some have sold for $898.957 in gem condition, an astonishing value that proves how collectible this coin truly is. Part 10. How to check your PNESO. How can you find one? Start by checking all your 1984 pennies using a simple magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Look for the ear first, then scan for cracks, doubling, or unusual surface marks. Use good lighting and hold the coin at an angle. The doubling on the ear will almost sparkle. Every coin collector started somewhere, and this could be your treasure moment. Part 11. Certification and grading. If you think you found a valuable example, don't rush to sell it. First, get it certified by a professional grading company like PCGS, NGC, or Anax. They'll confirm whether it's genuine and assign a grade, which makes your coin far more desirable to collectors and auction houses. A certified 1984 double-ear penny in high grade can make headlines at coin shows and online sales. Part 12. Auction records. Let's talk numbers. Recent auction data shows 1984 double-ear Lincoln cents selling for incredible prices. A high-grade MS67 example fetched over $2,500, while another in pristine condition crossed $5,000. Some error coins with strong doubling and deep color tone have reached astonishing records, even touching nearly $900,000 in certain private sales and collections. That's what makes the 1984 penny one of the top modern Lincoln cents to watch. Part 13. Why collectors love the 1984 PN. Why collectors adore this coin for several reasons. It's part of the classic Lincoln design, it's modern enough to still be found in circulation, and it offers a chance at big money. It's the perfect blend of history, rarity, and excitement. Plus, it connects the legacy of Abraham Lincoln with the thrill of treasure hunting, and that's what makes coin collecting so special. Part 14. How to store and protect your PNES. If you have a 1984 Lincoln penny in great condition, don't toss it in a jar. Store it properly in a 2x2 coin holder, or a hard plastic capsule to protect it from air and moisture. Avoid touching it with bare hands. The oils can damage the surface. A little care can preserve its beauty and increase its future value. Part 15. Final thoughts from RFCNSO. There you have it, the Liberty 1984 Lincoln penny. A small piece of metal with a massive story and incredible potential value. From its humble zinc composition to its rare double-ear variety, this coin stands as a symbol of how tiny details can lead to huge discoveries. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, and tell us in the comments if you've ever found a 1984 penny worth keeping. This is RF Coins, bringing you the fascinating world of American coinage, history, and hidden treasures, one penny at a time. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1985 Liberty Lincoln penny, a coin that many think is ordinary, yet hides secrets that can surprise even the most experienced collectors. Yes, this simple 1-cent coin could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars, depending on its mint mark, condition, and striking errors. Stay tuned, because you'll want to check every penny you have after this video. Part 2. A look back into why the 1985 Lincoln penny belongs to the Lincoln Memorial Series, which began in 1959 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 150th birthday. The design, created by Frank Gasparo, features the familiar portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This coin carries the word liberty beside Lincoln's profile and the famous phrase "In God We Trust" above his head. It's a symbol of American heritage, history, and freedom, captured in a small copper-plated zinc disc. Part 3, the mint locations in 1985. These pennies were minted in 3 main locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; San Francisco, S mint mark for proof coins. Each mint produced millions, but not all coins were struck perfectly, and that's where value comes in. Tiny differences between these mints can turn a single cent into a collectible worth hundreds. Part 4, the composition change. 1985, the penny was no longer made from solid copper. Instead, it was 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating. This change started in 1982, but by 1985, it became permanent. Why does this matter? Because zinc pennies corrode easily, and finding one in pristine, glossy red condition is extremely rare today, and collectors pay top dollar for those mint-state beauties. Part 5, rarity and condition. The condition of your 1985 penny can completely change its value. A circulated penny might only be worth face value, 1 cent, but an uncirculated MS-67 or MS-68 red graded by PCGS or NGC can sell for hundreds of dollars. The reason? Flawless shine, sharp details, and zero contact marks. Coins like that are almost impossible to find in circulation today. Part 6, error coins that shocked collectors. Now here's where things get exciting. The 1985 Lincoln penny is known for several error varieties, including double die obverse, DDO, where liberty or the date looks doubled. Off-center strikes, parts of the design missing due to misalignment, die cracks, raised lines from a damaged die. BE errors, a small die break between the letters B and E in liberty that looks like an extra I. Some of these errors have sold for over $500 or more, depending on visibility and condition. Part 7, the 1985 D Lincoln penny value. The 1985 D, minted in Denver, is one of the most collected versions. In circulated condition, it's common, but in top grades, this coin can reach $200 to $800 or even more. The record sale for a 1985 D Lincoln penny graded MS-68 red was an astonishing $5,875, proving that high-grade examples are pure treasure. Part 8, the 1985 PNO mint mark PNNY. The Philadelphia issue, without a mint mark, can also surprise collectors. While most sell for just a few cents, an MS-68 red example sold for $1,200 at auction. Collectors hunt for these coins because of their deep red luster and immaculate surfaces, a true challenge given the soft zinc core. Part 9, the 1985 S-proof PNNY. The San Francisco Mint produced special proof pennies in limited quantities for collectors. These coins were never meant for circulation. They have mirror-like fields and frosted designs, truly beautiful pieces of art. A flawless 1985 S-proof 70 DCAM can fetch $100 to $250, depending on the market and buyer demand. Part 10, market current value 2025 inches. Today's market, the 1985 penny continues to rise in popularity. As of 2025, high-grade coins can command impressive prices. MS-65 red, $15, $30. MS-66 red, $50, $100. MS-67 red, $250, $800. MS-68 red, up to $900 or more, sometimes reaching $898, $956 in auction listings with special error or toning appeal. Yes, almost $898,956 for a rare, error-filled, perfectly preserved specimen. That's what makes coin collecting so exciting. Part 11, how to find these treasures. So how can you find your own 1985 treasure? Start by checking old jars, piggy banks, and rolls from the bank. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the date, mint mark, and liberty for doubling or cracks. If you find something unusual, do not clean it. Send it for professional grading to preserve its value. Part 12. Why collectors love the 1985 PNN. Why collectors love the 1985 penny? Because it represents the last golden years of the Lincoln Memorial design before the shield reverse arrived in 2010. It's also one of the few modern coins with beautiful, high-value errors. Every coin tells a story. And the 1985 Lincoln penny tells a story of transition, innovation, and hidden worth. Part 13. Auction house records and RRITS auction houses. Like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers have featured 1985 pennies in their elite modern coin sales, collectors from around the world compete for the best graded examples. In one record-breaking sale, a 1985 D Lincoln penny graded MS68 red fetched over $5,800. Stunning. The coin community. It shows that even modern pennies can be investment pieces if you know what to look for. Part 14. The future value and investment. Potential. The future of the 1985 Lincoln penny looks bright. As high grade survivors become scarcer and collectors grow more interested in zinc-era coins, prices are expected to climb. Now is the best time to search, collect, and protect your 1985 pennies. The right piece could double or triple in value in the coming years. Part 15. The closing message from RFCONSO coin lovers. If you've got a 1985 Liberty Lincoln penny, don't underestimate it, check it carefully. You might be holding a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. From the shining proofs of San Francisco to the bold Denver strikes, each version has its own hidden potential. This is RF Coins, reminding you that every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like, subscribe, and share button to help us grow our coin family. Stay tuned for more amazing coin discoveries, market updates, and hidden treasures from the world of US coins. Thank you for watching RF Coins, where every penny counts, and history lives in your hands.